We are at Kangho-dong Baekjong. Now, Kangho-dong was a Korean personality. He was a wrestler over in South Korea, and eventually when he quit his wrestling career, he became a TV personality. He hosted a TV show, and he became a comedian. He was very popular. Now he's opened up a whole chain of restaurants. It's Korean barbecue. Now, we love Korean barbecue, and there's a lot of Korean barbecue places all around Orange County and Los Angeles. In fact, Orange County has a very large Korean population, particularly in the Irvine area. We think Kangho-dong is one of the best Korean barbecue places in Orange County. There are other kinds of Korean food. A lot of people don't know that. When Americans think about Korean food, they think about Korean barbecue. And that's kalbi, bulgogi, all of that type of thing. But there are a lot of really good Korean foods. For example, a couple of weeks ago, we wound up going to a bumapang place. A few months ago, we went to Myeongdong Kyoja, which has kalguksu, which is a soup with noodles, and it's really good. And there's other things like tofu soup. There's a lot of different Korean foods. Here, we're here for the Korean barbecue. A lot of people would say it's the king of Korean food. We really like this place. They have the best quality meat. We think they are the best in Orange County, maybe one of the best in all of Southern California, though there are a couple of others we like, and we'll probably go there in the future. Now, Korean food generally has quite a bit of meat and or seafood, but ever since Buddhism came to the country in around the 14th or 15th centuries, the Korean diet became much more vegetable-centric. And as a result, whenever they serve things like Korean barbecue, which has a lot of meat, they also have a lot of vegetable dishes that come alongside. They call this banchan. And the banchan here is pretty good. They have just a whole bunch of stuff. They have a pancake here. They have, it looks like some fish cake. It looks like kimchi. You gotta have kimchi with every meal, and there are usually several types of kimchi. Here we've got radishes, just all kinds of things. It's very, very common to see banchan in a big Korean dinner. This is a pancake, and my guess is there's zucchini in here. That's good. It's savory. You can taste the vegetables. It's chewy because of the vegetable, but it's also got the egg. It's got a nice neutral flavor, but it's a nice starter. We're soon going to get mandu, which are dumplings, and we're getting the fried dumplings, and I really like those. I used to grow up with those. In Hawaii, we used to go to Korean places, and they would give us mandu all the time. I love mandu. Okay, these are mandu. That basically means dumplings. It's what you would see in Japan. They call it gyoza. Actually, this is probably like a hargao in Chinese. In Korean, it's mandu. I love fried mandu. They're delicious. This is really good. It's hot. The outside is crispy. The inside actually is not very salty, so you definitely need to dip it in the sauce to get more flavor, or dip it in the salt they give you. But it's very tasty. You can taste the garlic, you can taste the green onion. It's a beef dumpling. It's delicious. Okay, this is a dipping sauce that they give you. It has wasabi on the side. You want to mix that in. It also has soy sauce. It has hot peppers. It has onions, and it usually has some kind of sugar or Asian pear juice, something to make it a little bit sweet. But it's a good dipping sauce for your meat. Also, their kimchi, we've already tried it. If you take a look here, it's empty. That's because we finished it very quickly. He's going to bring some more. Their kimchi is fermented here. Sometimes you get kimchi fresh, sometimes you get it fermented. Fermented, it has a slightly more sour flavor. Their kimchi in particular has a lot of fish sauce. I'm not a big fish person, so I can taste the fish, but it's still a pretty good kimchi. It's generally, with the fermentation, we like their kimchi a lot. Also, as I mentioned here, That's fish cake. I don't like fish. I'm not eating it, and you can't make me. But Young says it's really good. Okay, what we got here, we ordered samjang. That's actually a mixture of, best I can tell, miso paste, maybe some gochujang, which is a pepper paste. It's really good. I like it with all my meat. That's fine. Now,
Production.
okay, this is brisket. We took some of the brisket, put it in the wrapper with the samjang. Also, one of the pieces of garlic. Generally, I like to broil the garlic on the grill. This isn't quite as grilled as I like it. You want to wrap it up and you want to eat it. Being your typical American, I may not eat it with, well, I guess I can eat it with chopsticks today. This is good. As I say, this particular restaurant, we like it because of the quality of the meat. The meat quality is very good, and we always like it. They've also brought us short rib, Calbi. I believe this is not marinated. You can get it two ways. One is marinated, one is plain. I believe they brought us this one plain. I'm going to dip it in here so I get some flavor to it. This is good. It's very soft. You get the grilled meat flavor. Delicious. They brought our last main course, and this is also Calbi, but this is the marinated Calbi, so it's got seasoning. Whereas the other one was just the plain meat. This is short ribs with a Calbi seasoning on it. This is good. This has a heavy garlic flavor to it. It also has the typical seasoning with teriyaki, or not teriyaki sauce, with soy sauce and Asian pear juice, a little bit of sugar, garlic. It's a really nice flavor. I like the marinated Calbi as well as the unmarinated Calbi. Apparently in this particular dish that we got, we get both. Mitsuwa is a fun place to shop when you're in the mood for something a little different. They have a lot of Japanese specialties that you won't find in other places. So it's kind of fun to come here if you're looking for good mochi, or you want something like a good fish cake, or that kind of thing. Are these Hello Kitty wipes? Yeah, they have udon, they have ramen, and sometimes Mitsuwa has the Hawaiian specialty, saimen. And here I was talking about this before. They have manapua, which is the Hawaiian word for char siu bao. They have char siu manapua. They also have chicken mushroom manapua. And those are basically Chinese bao buns stuffed with some kind of savory filling. Yeah, I like coming here when I'm missing some of my Hawaiian foods because they often will have something approximating it. My favorite aisle, Candies and Snacks. Various kinds of arare. We call them mochi crunch because they're made out of mochi rice baked into a cracker with a seaweed coating. And they're crunchy, slightly sweet, very salty, good snacks. Any kind of mochi crunch you want, they got it here. What I love about this store, on the side and at the back of the stores, they have a lot of places where they pre-make the food and you can eat it here. They'll have places to sit and eat. They have Santoka ramen, which is one of the, actually the best ramens here in Orange County, but it's not a big fancy place. It's not in a big restaurant. It's usually on the side of a Mitsuwa store, but their ramen is delicious. It's really good. One of the food places at the back of this market is Modo Hawaii. Now I know about Modo because they opened up their first store in the International Marketplace in Waikiki, near Honolulu. And basically, they make mochi donuts. So mochi is a little bit chewier than a regular donut. I ordered a box. One box has 2 churro flavored, 2 charcoal flavored, and 2 caramel covered. So I got it. We'll try it. I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's more chewy than your typical donut. So when did you guys open up here? I know about your store in the International Marketplace in Honolulu or in Waikiki.
Like late June-ish.
June this year?
Yeah.
Oh, what a great time. Opened during the pandemic, right?
Yeah, really.
Has it been popular?
Yeah, it has been.
Oh, that's good.
The menus have to change every day.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. One of the donuts most interesting to me was the charcoal donut. I've never heard of a charcoal flavored donut. Now, it may actually be charcoal, or it may be a chocolate flavored donut. In Japan, they have certain things that they call choco, C-H-O-C-O, which are actually chocolate flavored. And it may very well be that someone didn't speak English very well, or someone misunderstood what they said, and they changed the name from choco to charcoal. But I want to taste it and see if it tastes like charcoal. And we're going to go sit on a bench over there and we'll try it. Well, this is pretty dark, so it might actually be a charcoal flavored donut. Wonder what that would taste like. These donuts are still warm. Well, it's not chocolate, but I don't really taste charcoal either, so it's just kind of got a sweet coating on it. Very chewy. I love my chewy mochi donuts. Nobody can have them but me.